Tonight, a dire warning and a tragic stat.
This number, though, represents a very fast rise in the flu early in the season.
3 young children have died from flu-related complications in the Ottawa area in December. Public Health reminding families to get vaccinated. The horror on Bondi Beach.
Hundreds of people running and screaming off the beach.
A terrorist attack targeting Jews leaves at least 15 people dead, along with one of the gunmen. How the Jewish community in Ottawa is carrying on, marking Hanukkah, and praising police for stepping up protection. And a different way of doing business.
We will hear and we will see where the community needs us and wants us the most, and that's where we'll focus our time.
The new district model for policing and a revamped approach to traffic calming in the post-photo radar era. Good evening. We begin tonight with a devastating reminder about how dangerous the flu can be and the severity of this year's strain of the virus. Health officials say 3 children have died from flu-related complications in our region in just the last 2 weeks. CTV's Katie Griffin is live in studio with more on what we know. Katie.
Patricia, the kids were between the ages of 5 and 9. This year's flu season started earlier. Doctors say this strain is more severe, resulting in serious illness, hospitalizations, and deaths.
3 families mourning the loss of young children.
We do see flu-related deaths in children in Canada every year. This number, though, represents a very fast rise in the flu early in the season.
Ottawa Public Health and the Eastern Ontario Health Unit announcing 3 kids between the ages of 5 and 9 have died after complications from the flu in the first 2 weeks of December.
Children are known to be a high-risk group, especially children under 5 years old for flu. However, this year we're seeing a very rapid rise and a lot of severe illness.
This year's strain is a more severe strain. Sort of the medical term is that it's more virulent. In other words, it causes more severe disease, including complications. And the complications can range from severe pneumonia, heart problems, brain problems, and unfortunately, sometimes death.
In the first 10 days of December alone, CHEO saw 300 positive cases of the flu, a staggering increase from just 11 over the same time period last year.
We're seeing it pretty steady here over the last few weeks.
Pharmacist Jordan Clark busy giving out flu shots.
There was also some talk earlier in the flu season that it wasn't a particularly great match, so I think that made people a little bit hesitant about getting vaccinated. What we are seeing is the people who have been vaccinated are getting much less sick or not getting sick at all versus those who aren't vaccinated.
The Shalifu family has come together to get theirs.
I think it's important not only for myself and my family, friends, but socially as well to protect everyone.
To prevent the spread of the flu, in addition to getting vaccinated, health officials say to wash your hands, cover your coughs and sneezes, and stay home when you're sick.
Worrying complications are severe trouble breathing, because often the severe illness is from pneumonia or a lung infection. Also, if a child is having difficulty staying awake, losing consciousness.
CHEO says hospitalizations for the flu doubled in 1 week this month. We don't know the vaccination status of the kids who died or if they had underlying conditions. Patricia?
CTV's Katie Griffin live for us tonight. Thank you. And you can scan the QR code on the bottom of your screen to link to us online or visit ctvnewsottawa.ca. We have more details on the flu-related deaths here in Ottawa and what parents need to know about the virus and vaccinations. Well, turning now to the latest on the anti-Semitic terror attack in Australia. A father and son accused of targeting members of Sydney's Jewish community who were marking the first night of Hanukkah yesterday. At least 15 people are dead, including a 10-year-old girl, a rabbi, and a Holocaust survivor. CTV's Judy Trin reports.
Grief uniting hundreds of mourners 24 hours after a mass shooting on Bondi Beach. Violence that turned the celebration of Hanukkah into carnage.
Hundreds of people running and screaming off the beach. So I turned around and we just started running back as quick as we could back to our hostel.
At least 15 people were killed, dozens were wounded. The victims range in age from 10 to 87 years old. Among those killed, the rabbi leading the celebration, Eli Schlanger, who had relatives in Toronto.
He was just full of life, positivity. It was his mission to bring the light of Judaism into the world.
Authorities call the attack terrorism and anti-Semitic.
The offenders are a 50-year-old and 24-year-old male who are father and son.
Police aren't releasing the suspect names, but Australian media are identifying them as Sajid Akram and Naveed Akram. The father was shot by police and had immigrated in 1988 as a student. His son Naveed was born in Australia.
He was examined on the basis of being associated with others, and the assessment was made that there was no indication of any ongoing threat.
38 other people remain in hospital, but the death toll could have been much greater if not for a bystander. Ahmed Al-Ahmed, a local fruit vendor from Syria, tackled the older suspect and was also shot multiple times. 2 decades ago, Ottawa Rabbi Chaim Mendelson participated in the Hanukkah ceremony on Bondi Beach. He calls Ahmed a hero.
He is literally the light in the darkness. He is the silver lining of this story. He is the reminder that there is a safe future for all of mankind to live together.
In the aftermath of this attack, Australia's leaders are promising to tighten already tough gun laws, including putting limits on the number of guns a person can own, as well as reviewing licenses. Judy Trin, CTV News, Ottawa.
Ottawa's Jewish community is mourning the lives lost in Sunday's attack at Bondi Beach, but say they will not live in fear during a time of celebration. And Ottawa police are now stepping up patrols at Jewish institutions across our city. CTV's Dylan Dyson was out speaking with Jewish leaders today and joins us live with more. Dylan.
Patricia, the Jewish community says Hanukkah is about celebrating joy and light and life. And despite this dark beginning for the holiday known as the Festival of Lights, they will not let it blot out their faith. Flags fly at half-mast at Ottawa's Jewish Community Centre after at least 15 people were killed during a Hanukkah celebration in Australia.
There's no question that that this was taking advantage of a large gathering on a day that's special for our community, and one that's meant to be joyous, not now it's just going to be blotted with this horrific act.
With Hanukkah celebrations underway here in Ottawa and worldwide until next Monday, there's a heightened sense of tension for Ottawa's 15,000 Jewish people.
We've seen over time that when something happens in one place, certainly we feel for where that's happening and for those victims, and at the same time understand that there's a possibility something could happen back here for sure.
And then your mind starts to race, because that evening there are Hanukkah events all over the city. In our own synagogue, we were going to be hosting about 300 people, 200 of them children.
Rabbi Eden Sher of Ottawa's congregation Machzikei Hadass says the Jewish community now lives with a constant need for extra security as hateful acts against Jewish people continue to escalate.
Generally, it starts with words, verbal attacks, and it starts on social media. And if we are going to leave things unchecked at those source levels, then this is the inevitable result.
Ottawa police increasing their presence within Jewish communities and around synagogues this week.
Wherever it's necessary, wherever it's warranted, the police will be there to support members of the Jewish community as they hold menorah lighting events and Hanukkah celebrations in the days ahead. Again, we want everybody to be safe and feel safe during the holidays.
But Ottawa's Jewish community is adamant their faith will always remain stronger than hate.
Those wonderful people that were killed yesterday, they were out publicly celebrating, identifying with their faith, everything that they believe in, and far from us to not ensure that that legacy continues and that we don't come together to celebrate Hanukkah.
And Jewish leaders say you won't see public memorials laid out for the victims of Sunday's attack in Australia. Instead, as Hanukkah celebrations continue this week, extra prayers and reflections will be added to festivities. Patricia.
CTV's Dylan Dyson live for us tonight. Thank you. And stay with CTV News for continuing coverage of the Bondi Beach shooting. For updates on radio, tune into News Talk 580 CFRA and CTV News channel at any hour.
Still ahead, go big or go home. But at this home for seniors in Perth, it's go miniature, a tiny Christmas village that spreads joy to all who gather round. That story just ahead.
Well, here's a live look through our Centennial Glass Skycam. -7 out there in Ottawa tonight. As we want to get back to a little bit of joy here in our newscast this evening, Jackie is at the Best Buy in Ottawa East, one of the drop-off locations for the Toy Mountain campaign tonight. Jackie.
Well, thanks so much, Patricia. And that's right. We are continuing to help the build Toy Mountain. I'm quite impressed by the mountain here that Best Buy has built. And these are toys all throughout the Best Buy locations in the city. We'll get to that in just a bit. But first, you mentioned it, -7, feeling more like -12 with that wind chill. We had a few days of biting cold weather, and it will continue tonight. But a bit of relief is on the way as we get back to seasonal temperatures by the middle of the week. We did see some light flurries moving through late this afternoon. The sun, though, another story. It'll be a few days before we see it here in the capital. Mainly cloudy skies overnight into tomorrow, with temperatures across the region right now sitting between -7, -8. Again, the light flurries moving through parts of the region, mainly east now, past Ottawa. The -double-digit temperatures will continue overnight, and we will see some relief tomorrow, or we will see a daytime high of about -6. But again, it will be a couple days before we see the sunshine. Cloudy skies here in the capital will continue for at least another day. We'll have a closer look at your long-term forecast and more from here at Best Buy on Coventry Road in just a bit. Patricia.
Thank you, Jackie. Well, when the province banned photo radar cameras, many city officials and residents raised concerns about speeding and dangerous driving, saying the cameras did help slow people down. Now, Ottawa Police are rolling out a previously planned new approach to traffic enforcement, aiming to get more officers into more neighborhoods. But the question is whether it can be as effective as those cameras. CTV's Josh Morano joins us live with more on this. Josh.
Yeah, Patricia, with speed cameras gone, police say these new district traffic units are designed to focus on neighborhood-specific traffic issues and improve safety on roads. And residents can expect to see an increased police presence starting today. Graham Lawford knows firsthand how important it is to improve road safety in Ottawa.
I was hit by a car back in August, just crossing at a red light.
Just days after my birthday.
Yeah. The guy was turning right on a red and just looking the other way.
Because of that, he's pleased to hear the Ottawa Police Service is launching district traffic units, assigning officers directly to neighborhoods to focus on traffic violations.
It'll be nice having them around, I know that. I know they'll be watching mainly traffic, but for other safety things and other policing, it'll be nice having them around.
What we're going to see with this new deployment, if you will, again, is that ability to be super specific and super responsive to a community-based issue.
The units are part of the new policing strategy and deployment model as police move to 4 full-service districts, dividing the city into west, central, south, and east quadrants. Police say the units will target speeding, aggressive driving, and high-risk areas across Ottawa.
The beautiful part about is OPS taking it to that next level of where the evidence is telling us to go, where the community complaints are telling us to go, and why, sort of thing.
As we've heard from our residents for years now, that speeding is an epidemic in the city. It's not just urban wards, but across the city.
The new district model has been in the works for months, but councillors say it's even more important now after the province banned speed cameras.
The average speeds are way up, so that hasn't been measured formally. Anecdotally, when I look at my speedometer and I see how fast cars around me are traveling, those speeds are way up. So we do need police on the roads.
For Lawford, there's a hope the added police presence will lead to safer streets.
Especially this time of year, the roads are not great. People are relearning to drive in the winter. Hopefully they're paying a little more attention and taking their time a little more.
Police say they have 34 positions available in the traffic unit, but right now the chief says there are only between 15 and 20 officers in place. Patricia.
CTV's Josh Morano live for us tonight. Thank you. And we do have extended coverage of the Ottawa Police Service's new district traffic units and how they will impact traffic enforcement across the city. You can find more stories online at ctvnewsottawa.ca. A 10-year-old child injured in a head-on collision over the weekend has died in hospital. Emergency crews were called to Highway 7 between Drummond School Road and Drummond Concession 7 around 4:30 Saturday afternoon. Police say an OPP officer was on patrol in a marked cruiser when it was struck by an oncoming pickup truck. There were 3 people in the truck, including the child, who was airlifted to hospital but died yesterday. The driver and passenger are in hospital with serious injuries. The OPP officer was also seriously injured. Ottawa police continue to investigate a weekend stabbing near the Byward Market. It happened just before 9 o'clock yesterday morning on Cumberland Street near Besserer. A man was found at the scene with multiple stab wounds. Paramedics say he was brought to the trauma center in very serious condition. There's no word on any suspects or arrests. And police are looking for witnesses after a hit-and-run collision in the city's South End last week. Officers were called to an area around Bank Street and Collins Avenue near Heron Road around 7:45 p.m. on December 9th. Police say a gray SUV was speeding down Bank Street and cutting off other vehicles when it struck a black pickup truck while trying to merge into traffic. Police say the driver of the SUV fled the scene. 2 men have been convicted in the death of an Orleans physiotherapist more than 2 years ago. 35-year-old Kyle Andreas was found dead at a commercial building on 10th Line Road in February 2023. Last night, a jury found Nicholas Bergeret guilty of first-degree murder and convicted Antoine Richemond with manslaughter. A trial for a third person facing charges is expected to begin in March. Well, turning now to the latest developments on a homicide investigation that has shaken Hollywood. Director and actor Rob Reiner, along with his wife, producer Michelle Singer-Reiner, are dead. Their son suspected of murder. CTV's Austin Lee joins us now with more on this, Austin.
Well, Patricia, the couple was found dead inside their LA home yesterday. Both had been fatally stabbed. Today, LA police confirming their son, 32-year-old Nick Reiner, is in police custody. The couple's bodies were discovered by their 28-year-old daughter, Romy, and police arrived at the couple's Brentwood home at around 3:40 p.m. local time. Nearly 6 hours later, they made a shocking arrest.
We have our robbery homicide division handling the investigation. They worked throughout the night on this case and were able to take into custody Nick Reiner, a suspect in this case. He was subsequently booked for murder and is being held on $4 million bail.
Nick Reiner has spoken openly about his struggles with drug addiction and homelessness over the years. Tributes are pouring in, but one post is drawing some criticism. U.S. President Donald Trump posting on social media something that some Republican lawmakers are slamming as inappropriate. Donald Trump called the murders very sad, but went on to write they were reportedly due to the anger Reiner caused others through his massive, unyielding, and incurable affliction with a mind-crippling disease known as Trump derangement syndrome. No evidence has been supported, or rather offered, to support a political motive. Michelle Reiner was a photographer who actually took the picture that is used on the cover of Trump's book, The Art of the Deal. Meantime, Hollywood is reeling. Rob Reiner is considered an icon in the film industry whose career dated back to the 1970s, having directed movies such as A Few Good Men, When Harry Met Sally, and The Princess Bride. Patricia.
Some massive movies for sure. Austin, thank you very much. CTV's Austin Lee live for us tonight. We have extended coverage of the homicide investigation into Rob and Michelle Reiner's deaths and the tributes that are coming in for the Hollywood couple. There are more stories online at ctvnewsottawa.ca. Well, some good news when it comes to the Rideau Canal. It appears the skateway could be on track for a December opening. Crews were out flooding the section between Patterson Creek Bridge and Bank Street yesterday, and we're out again today. There are mild temperatures in the forecast for Wednesday and Thursday, but the cold is expected to return by the end of the week. Still, the National Capital Commission is reminding everyone to stay off the ice until it officially opens. Last season, the skateway opened on January 11th.
I do it in order to try to entice the grandkids and the great-grandkids to come in and see their grandparents at Christmas.
Well, just ahead, we head to a retirement home in Perth where residents have built an incredible Christmas village to brighten the holiday season. Jackie.
Well, thanks so much, Patricia. Hanging out at Best Buy on Coventry Road. Alex, you are the team lead here. How excited are you to have Toy Mountain here?
Jackie, we are so excited to be here. And if you've got some time, we're open till 9. Grab a gift, wrap it up. The whole crew is here. Come on down. 380 Coventry Road. Love that. And hey, who knows? You might even get them singing. Also with Glenn Van Gulik from the Salvation Army. Check it out.
Those reindeer had a very shiny nose like a light bulb. And if you ever saw him, you would even say it glowed like a light bulb.
Here's a live look through our Centennial Glass Skycam, looking downtown Ottawa and Sussex Drive, where the temperature is -8.
Frontline Credit Union and the Ottawa firefighters are so proud to support the Toy Mountain this year.
New unwrapped toys can be dropped off at any Ottawa Fire Services station or Frontline Credit Union locations.
Frontline Credit Union, Ottawa firefighters, and Toy Mountain helping families this holiday season.
Today's snow report brought to you by Centre Volage. Rediscover the new Volage.
Well, here is today's snow report with snow down on the ground and on the slope. Volage all set to open on December 19th in the morning. A new ski season getting underway. Now things are already up and running at Camp Fortune, where 2 of 7 lifts are open and 3 runs of 27 available, so getting there. Everywhere else, it will open up very soon. You're going to see Edelweiss opening on December 17th, Mont Cascade on December 19th, and then on December 20th, Calabogie will open to skiers as well.
Your winter starts at Volage. Perfect for families, beginners, and advanced skiers. With our trusted snow school and ideal learning terrain, come rediscover the new Volage.
Well, for many, the holiday season comes with familiar traditions, from baking cookies to watching favorite Christmas movies. At a retirement residence in Perth, it also comes with a special festive display, a growing miniature village spreading joy to residents and visitors throughout the holidays. CTV's Dave Charbonneau has more.
It's become a Christmas tradition at this retirement residence in Perth, one that has grown piece by miniature piece since it started 6 years ago.
I do it in order to try to entice the grandkids and the great-grandkids to come in and see their grandparents at Christmas. My favorite is the bumper cars here.
Every Christmas season, co-owner Whit Lewandowski builds miniature animated Christmas displays for residents and visitors.
A lot of the times the residents will help take the items out of the box. They'll help, once I get a lot of the electronics set up and everything, they'll help place the figurines in places they think works best.
The displays help create a sense of home and connection during the holidays.
This is our home now, and a lot of us can't have great big trees and great big families around all of the time. And Lanark Lifestyles is a place where we can all gather, and it's just like home.
And for many, the details bring back memories from long ago.
I like the merry-go-round. It reminds me of when I was, little kid. Yeah, but they're all very nice.
I always liked the skating rink. That I used to love to skate, so that brings back good memories.
The displays also now creating new memories.
It's amazing. It's just amazing. Yeah, and it's so attractive for residents and visitors, and especially young children.
A lot of the grandkids will come and play with it, and I don't have signs on it, do not touch or anything else. If something breaks, we have glue.
A collection of tiny details built on kindness and the spirit of the season. A reminder that even the little things can spread so much joy. Dave Charbonneau, CTV News.
It is the little things in the end. Well, it's another cold start to the work week in the capital, but that did not stop people from enjoying the Rink of Dreams at City Hall earlier today. Pretty good weather out there for skating, a little brisk, good quality ice for you on the refrigerated rink. As we take our first full look at the forecast, back out to Jackie on Coventry Road tonight, where they are building Toy Mountain. Jackie.
Yes, Patricia, lots of toys around me, and I love that you said that people are at the Rink of Dreams. I've already got people starting to ask me, hey, when's the canal going to open? So we're starting to hedge our bets. I did see some crew working out on the canal yesterday, so fingers crossed that we get an early canal start as well. But taking a look at the conditions, still quite chilly here in the capital, about -7, -8. The wind's coming in from the southwestern portion, so it is going to expect to warm up as we get to tomorrow. Taking a look, we did see some light flurries moving through, but tomorrow we are going to anticipate mainly cloudy skies, a little bit of sun for the Kingston area, but it's going to move very quickly. Tonight's lows across the region, about -12 really throughout eastern Ontario, slightly warmer in Kingston, where temperatures are sitting about -8. It's -9 in Montreal and -10 in Mont-Tremblant. Taking a look at tomorrow's highs, getting closer to the freezing mark. That's where I see Kingston at, with a little bit of flurries moving through. Cloudy skies for Ottawa as well as for Cornwall and Brockville, where temperatures sitting between -2, -3 degrees. And that's the good news. We are getting a little bit warmer for the middle of the week. Now, across the country, you could see that Arctic chill really encompassing most of Atlantic Canada. -9 in Fredericton, Charlottetown, -8. We've got Sudbury also sitting around -8 with some snow moving in and through. -6 in Toronto and Windsor, where mainly cloudy skies are dominant for southern Ontario. As we look towards prairies, that's where the sunshine is in Edmonton and Calgary. And Calgary, the daytime high right now at 12 degrees. Now, the 7-day forecast is brought to you by Davidson Hearing Aid Center, celebrating 80 years in family business. So -3, the daytime high for our Tuesday. Cloudy skies, the chance of flurries anticipated to return Wednesday and Thursday. Yeah, we are likely going to potentially see periods of rain moving through, but the good news, I think I'm going to take that, because we're getting to a daytime high of +3 degrees for our Thursday. Then temperatures are going to start to dip by the time Friday, Saturday roll around, where temperatures are going to average about -4. And yes, I know we've had an early start for winter here in December, but the first official day of winter is this Sunday. Hard to believe, but I also realize that we are 10 sleeps away, Patricia, from Christmas. So really excited to see how high this toy mountain has been built just here from Best Buy and the locations throughout the city. Really looking forward to hearing from the team in just a bit.
The countdown is on for sure, Jackie. Thank you. Well, just ahead, there will be a St. Patrick's Day parade in Ottawa for the first time in years. Details on that after the break.
Saint Laurent is proud to once again be part of Toy Mountain this holiday season.
Bring your new unwrapped toys to any Toy Mountain location like ours, conveniently located right by Center Court.
Saint Laurent and Toy Mountain helping families this holiday season.
In tonight's big picture, the Vatican has unveiled this year's Christmas tree. A giant tree was lit up in St. Peter's Square today with a ceremony to mark the event. It's a 25-meter tall European spruce. The tree was a gift from 2 communities in northern Italy. 40 smaller trees will also decorate offices, public spaces, and buildings in the Holy See. Well, now some other stories you need to know right now. The city will soon begin putting up the oversized school zone signs sent to them by the province. Because the signs are so big, they require larger poles, so the city initially could not install them. In a statement to CTV, the city says stronger poles and foundations are coming. The signs are about 12 feet tall, and Ottawa's signs have to be bilingual, which means they are larger than the ones in other municipalities. The provincial legislation banning photo radar cameras also included new rules on installing speed signs in school zones. The St. Paddy's Day Parade is set to return to the streets of Ottawa for the first time since the pandemic. The Irish Society of the National Capital Region says the parade will be held on March 7th, 2026. There will be a new parade route starting at the Supreme Court of Canada, traveling down Wellington Street and ending in the Byward Market. The parade has been canceled every year since 2019 due to COVID, high costs, a lack of volunteers, and permit delays.
Play back. Sanderson banned on the pass. Yuricek coming penalty box.
The Ottawa Senators looking to do better tonight than they did on Saturday. This is the game they lost by a single point while on the road. For a tilt against Minnesota tonight, they will take on the Jets in Winnipeg. Puck drop is 7:30. Tonight's game is on Prime Video. We want to go back out to Jackie at the Best Buy in Ottawa East now for a Toy Mountain segment. Jackie.
Thanks so much, Patricia. Yes, we're helping continue build that Toy Mountain because the time is ticking for when you can donate a new unwrapped toy. More on that in just a bit. But first, Alex Brawley bringing the energy, bringing the fabulous staff here today. What does it mean to you to contribute each and every year?
Every year, it's more and more inspiring to see young kids coming in and wanting to share with other young kids. Over the last 19 years, we've done over $200,000 of donation corporately nationwide, and it's just so inspiring.
I just want to address how cool this toy mountain is here, because we are continuously helping build this toy mountain. You have done it in your own store alone. Just talk about where these toys are coming from.
Yeah, so we have 5 stores across the city, and all of them are every day working at getting those donations from their local communities, and we brought them all here to share with you guys.
I love that. Glenn Van Gulik, get in here. When you saw the amount of toy donations, just specifically here, your reaction?
Well, they're building a mountain, which is incredible. I mean, 5 stores all coming together, and as Alex said, a lot of kids coming into each of these stores, making that donation, supporting kids in their community who are struggling, certainly this time of the year, and it's a great opportunity for the Salvation Army to be here tonight. Thank Alex and the entire team at Best Buy for all their support.
And we're not quite done yet, Glenn Van Gulik, because Alex, you have a special presentation.
Yes, we are honored to be able to keep giving back, and we've got $5,000 that we want to offer. $5,000 in addition to all the new unwrapped toys. Thank you so much, you guys. This is not just the final day. Glenn, very quickly, 5,000 here. We are counting down to Friday, our finale, but there's still time to donate a new unwrapped toy.
There is. Visit toymountain.ca. You can make a donation online right there. It's super simple. We'll pick up those toys or find those drop-off locations in the city.
Thank you so much. Again, this Best Buy open until 9 p.m. Still can drop a new unwrapped toy. We're looking for 0 to 3, 10 to 12 as well, and we will have more from here at Best Buy. We're going to take it back to you in studio, Patricia. Want to say hello to everyone at home?
The outfits, the sweaters are great, and I love that too. The kids buying for other kids. That's all awesome. Thanks so much.
It's illegal in Ontario to ask for an advance fee for any type of loan.
Well, just ahead, it may be tempting to get a quick loan this holiday season, but you have to make sure you're dealing with a reputable company. Otherwise, you could fall victim to a scam. That story after the break.
Get the latest live local breaking news. Sign up now for our morning and evening CTV News Ottawa newsletter. The best local content from CTV News, Your Morning Ottawa, and News Talk 580 CFRA. Get it all in one place. Sign up now at ctvnewsottawa.ca. The CTV News Ottawa newsletter is brought to you in part by CAA Business.
The Donnelly team is thrilled to be part of Toy Mountain once again this year.
Please bring your new unwrapped toys to any one of the drop-off locations in the city, just like this one here at Donnelly Fort Lincoln.
Donnelly's and Toy Mountain, helping families this holiday season.
Well, the Bell Media building is lit up beautifully this year thanks to our friends at Christmas Decor from Nutrilon. Financial stress is one of the top concerns for Canadians this holiday season, and many people may be looking to take out loans. But you have to watch out for the advance fee loan scam. CTV's Pat Foran shares the story of one woman who lost $4,000.
I don't want them scamming other people.
Linda Bailey of Pickering says it was in September when she went online and Googled loan companies. One of the first to pop up was Dynamic Resource Solutions. She contacted them and was told she could get a $20,000 loan, but she had to pay $4,000 in advance to secure the funds.
They came up and I read all their stuff about them. People gave good reviews on them.
Once Bailey paid the advance fee, the loan never happened. She was scammed out of $4,000.
I'm losing my car, I'm losing my home, I'm losing my animals, I'm losing everything.
CTV News emailed and called Dynamic Resource Solutions but did not get a response. There have been other complaints about the company made to the Better Business Bureau.
It's illegal in Ontario to ask for an advance fee for any type of loan.
Angela Dennis with the BBB says scammers often target people who have credit issues and who might not be able to get a loan through a traditional lender.
When people are paying these fees, typically they're being told it's for insurance purposes or an administration fee, and consumers are sending in their money and they're not receiving the loan.
To avoid the advance fee loan scam, beware if a loan is guaranteed and a credit check is not necessary. Be suspicious if you're asked to pay fees or a deposit in advance, such as insurance or processing charges. And be concerned if the company doesn't exist at a physical address. Bailey is now in a worse financial situation since being scammed out of $4,000, and she still has bills that need to be paid.
Can't get my money back. I can't get it back. That's just, it's the way it'll be.
Pat Foran, CTV News.
Canadian and U.S. stocks slipped today, trading just down from Thursday's record highs. BNN Bloomberg's Andrew Bell has the details.
Hello there. Stocks moved slightly lower on Wall Street and Bay Street today amid ongoing worries that the investment boom in artificial intelligence has gone too far. However, shares are near the record highs they posted late last week. Chipmaker Broadcom dropped again today, as did Oracle. Investors are awaiting crucial U.S. job figures for October and November. That release is set for tomorrow after a delay caused by the U.S. government shutdown. Gold traded near all-time highs, boosting shares in Barrick Mining to a record. And here are the closing numbers for the markets. The Canadian dollar traded at 72.63 U.S. cents, up a fraction. West Texas Intermediate oil was down again. It traded at $56.61 U.S. a barrel, down 83 cents. Our latest fix on Western Canadian Select oil, $44.43, up 37 cents. And the TSX Composite ended at 31,483.44, down just under 44 points. Those are your business headlines. I'm Andrew Bell of BNN Bloomberg.
We're seeing more people come in under our roof for these special holiday meals.
Well, coming up, the Ottawa Mission serves a record number of Christmas meals to hundreds of Ottawa residents in need this holiday season.
The magic of the holidays is here, and this year the need is greater than ever.
Let's ensure every child in our community feels the joy with CTV and Move 100's Toy Mountain.
Together with the Salvation Army, we can help spread cheer and make a child's wish come true.
Drop off any new unwrapped toy to the designated drop-off locations or make a monetary donation online.
For all the details, visit toymountain.ca, presented by Donnelly Automotive Group.
It's moose hide, so it's part of our culture.
Indigenous art and culture were on display at the National Arts Centre over the weekend. Hundreds of people attended the Indigenous Women's Art Market, which featured dozens of vendors selling traditional jewelry, beadwork, paintings, moccasins, and much more. Well, the holidays are certainly a difficult time for many, especially for those who do not have a home or cannot afford to put food on the table. Every year, the Ottawa Mission opens its doors to serve a Christmas meal to those in need. And as CTV's Natalie Van Roy reports, the demand is higher than ever.
Thousands of pounds of food handed out at the Ottawa Mission's Christmas meal.
We did just over 16,000 meals from the food truck, and today here at the Ottawa Mission we'll probably serve just about 2,000.
For many here, this dinner helps them survive during a challenging time.
I would be dead if it didn't exist. I would be dead. I've been homeless now for 560 days, 565 days, whatever, but the cold brought me in.
John Luizzo is a resident at the Mission. He says the early freezing temperatures are taking a toll on those experiencing homelessness.
Zaps you. It takes the energy right out of you. And this has allowed me to have a home base, the Union Mission, and the meals are 5-star.
The Christmas meals served to a full dining room where anyone is welcome.
We're seeing more people come in under our roof for these special holiday meals, this Christmas dinner, people we haven't seen in years, people who have been placed into housing, people with jobs. It's just so hard to make ends meet for people that have nowhere else to turn.
The Ottawa Mission says the dinner setting yet another record during a cost of living crisis.
People appreciate it. They say they can't afford to put a turkey meal on their table. They just appreciate everything the Ottawa Mission, our donors, are doing for them.
With turkey. Volunteers preparing the food, turkey, stuffing, mashed potatoes, green beans, and cupcakes.
They're enjoying it. Good food, good times.
A chance for this Ottawa Mission resident, Christian Gerard, to have a meal.
They make a very nice food here. I enjoy the place. I enjoy the food.
Natalie Van Roy, CTV News.
Well, just ahead, Toys R Us hosts a special shopping spree for kids in our community living with serious illnesses. Jackie.
Thanks so much, Patricia. Again, still lots of time to come down here to Best Buy on Coventry Road to give a new unwrapped toy. Alex, when you were a young child, what was the best gift you got growing up as for Christmas?
Jackie, I fell in love with soccer at 4 years old, and I got my first ball, and I played outside every single day with it. So soccer ball.
One of those ideas. Again, lots of time to bring a new unwrapped toy, maybe even a soccer ball. And hey, you might even hear the musical stylings of the Best Buy crew.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
And here's a live look through our Centennial Glass Sky Cam. We're showcasing Center Block, Parliament Hill, decorated in blue holiday lights. The temperature sitting at -10.
We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas.
Tomorrow on CTV Your Morning Ottawa, making sure your home is winter-proof. We'll give you some pointers for making sure you're ready for the season. Wake up the right way with Your Morning Ottawa starting at 6 a.m.
Hairstyles, courtesy of Salon Fiorella.
Here's a recap of the top stories we are following right now.
This number, though, represents a very fast rise in the flu early in the season.
Health officials are urging people to get vaccinated after 3 young children died from flu-related complications in our region in the past 2 weeks.
Hundreds of people running and screaming off the beach.
Jewish communities here in Ottawa and around the world horrified by an anti-Semitic terror attack in Australia targeting a Hanukkah celebration on Bondi Beach.
We will hear and we will see where the community needs us and wants us the most, and that's where we'll focus our time.
Ottawa residents could see more traffic enforcement officers in their neighborhoods as the police service rolls out a new district traffic unit model. One more check on the forecast as we go back to Jackie at Best Buy on Coventry. Jackie?
Thanks so much, Patricia. It's going to be another chilly start to the morning. -12 to kick things off, feeling more like -18. We're not going to see much in terms of sunshine. Cloudy skies will carry us for most of our Tuesday. The good news is we are warming up to about -3 overnight low into Wednesday, -2. Daytime high, I'm loving, is going to be 1 degree. Chance of flurries, but then Wednesday or Thursday, I should say, we could see periods of rain moving through eastern Ontario. Daytime high, though, 3 degrees, so I will take this. So that is it from us here at Best Buy on Coventry Road. Glenn Van Gulik, very quickly, we have this is the final week for us.
It's the final week. We'll be at Bayshore Shopping Centre on Wednesday and our finale at St. Laurent Shopping Centre. So great opportunities for people to come on down and join all the fun, drop off that new unwrapped toy. But there are drop-off locations, toymountain.ca, Best Buys, of course, Access Storage, Donnelly Automotive, lots of great spots that people can drop off their new unwrapped toy.
Thank you so much. Quite the holiday spirit here. Love the Toy Mountain that is here. Austin and Patricia. Alex, loving the tune that we are playing. You do make every day feel like it's Christmas, so thank you for having us.
Thank you, Jackie. You're amazing. Thank you, CTV. We love you.
All right, thank you guys, and thanks to the crew here. Give it up for everyone here for helping us here build a toy mountain today. We'll take it back to you in studio.
Loving that hat.
Yes,
good luck. Thank you, Jackie. We want to check in and see what our news team is working on for tonight. Austin is here ahead of the 11:30 news.
Thank you, Patricia. We are following a family that is calling for changes in the province's corrections system. Today marks 9 years since the death of Solomon Fakiri in an Ontario jail. His death was ruled a homicide, but his family says little has been done to address the issues they say led to his killing. So we will share those details later on tonight. Of course, you can get the news anytime, anywhere at ctvnewsottawa.ca, and join me tonight for CTV News at 11:30.
All right, Austin, thank you. And finally for us tonight, Christmas has come a little early for a group of kids living with serious illnesses.
Everybody doesn't get to go shopping sometimes because they have a disability, right? So this is a good opportunity for everybody to just get out and pick something that they've never had.
Sounds like he's thought about it a little bit there. Toys R Us and the Starlight Children's Foundation hosting a private shopping event yesterday to give nearly 50 children and their families a chance to shop at the store before it opened. Love that. They were given a $50 gift card. Some even chose to buy gifts for the Toy Mountain campaign. They also got to meet Santa. The event is held every year in 8 stores across the country. Empty aisles at the toy store and just choosing what you want is kind of every kid's dream, I think, Austin.
I love it. And also that little legend that we heard from right off the top as well, talking about getting some toys for other kids that aren't maybe as fortunate and donating them as well. That's says a lot about him at such a young age.
And what we were hearing about Toy Mountain as well, that the kids are doing that, wanting to share with other kids. So you love that for sure. What would you be grabbing off the shelves there?
Well, yeah, I was going to ask you your favorite toy growing up. I mean, I was a Beyblades boy. I remember I was talking to Steph about this maybe
Beyblades.
2-3 weeks ago.
God, you're young.
Yeah, letting them rip. What about you?
Okay, there was a teddy bear there at Toy Mountain. I had a big, like, Charlie bear that I slept with every day until I left for university. It was all squished on one side. He was my favorite, I think, from Santa.
Until
Christmas
you left
gift.
for university?
But also, yeah, we'll get into that.
That's a long time.
I also had a 7-Up dispenser and a Baby Alive that, pooed the real poop, which was really, really cool.
That was a weird way to end the newscast. A 7-Up dispenser?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, a little thimble-sized drink.
Lucky kid.
Shot glasses.
Alrighty.